Welcome TechBrothersIT. In this video, we are going to learn how to create user-defined functions in Microsoft Fabric Warehouse. So click on the workspaces right here, and then we will go to workspace called Sale Workspace. Under that, I have created many folders according to the type of the items, such as notebooks will go to the notebooks, lake houses will go to lake house, and the warehouse will go to the warehouse. So here's my warehouse called Tech Data Warehouse, and now I can simply click on this one and it's going to open this interface. Once it open this interface, I will be able to see the warehouse and then schemas and tables and all that. So let's wait for a second and let it open. So here you can see that our warehouse, then we have schemas, then we have under the schemas you have different objects such as tables, views and functions, store procedures. Now if I click on new query, it's going to provide me this interface where I can write all the query, but I don't like this interface for now because I cannot zoom in and zoom out, and also I have the comments and everything, so I'm going to use SSMS in this case. So I will go to workspace again, and here I will go to the warehouse, and then I will click on three dots here, and then I will open in SSMS. Here I will copy the server name and then go to the SSMS and go to the connect here and database engine, and then I will provide this server name. Then I will provide my username, and then I will select the database or provide this database name here and hit connect. It will be connected, and then I can write simply new query, and we'll be good to go from there. And here you can see that I have selected Tech Data Warehouse. Now I have this query right here, and that tells me about the definition and different other objects I can create here. So what is a function in a SQL? Let's take a look on the definition. A function is a reusable block of logic that returns a value or table. And there are two types we have defined here. One of them is called scalar function that's not supported in a Fabric Warehouse. The inline table value function is that returns a table is available in the warehouse. So we are going to create this type of function called the inline table value function, and it's going to return us a table. Now we have functions which are useful for reusable logic, encapsulation formulas, and improve your query readability. So these all different features can be very helpful when we create those functions and use them, so we don't have to write our queries over and over. Instead of, we can create the function and use them. So here is my table called the ODB order, and I have order ID, customer ID, order date, and order amount columns in this table. Let's create the table and insert some data. So now our table is ready, and we are ready to write our function so we can perform our demo. So here we are going to create our function, and this is a table value function. Apply 10% discount to the given amount. And the syntax of that function will be create function, and then you will provide the name of the function. Here we have DBO schema, and this fn underscore apply discount. So what's happening, it is expecting amount at the rate amount. You see that is a decimal 10,2. Once we will provide this amount to it, it will return us a table. Before it returns us table, it will apply the formula and it says select amount multiply 0.090 as a discounted amount. So once we provide this amount, this will be used in calculating the formula, and whatever the calculation will be done, it will be returned as a table. So it will be single value in our case. Now we can go ahead and execute, and our function is ready. Now we will be using this with the select with the cross apply. So cross apply allows you to join each row from the outer query with the result of the table value function or subquery, evaluating it per row. So as you see that we have to provide some value here, and then it's going to calculate the value and return back. So I'm going to use this function in the cross apply with our query. So here what I'm doing, selecting different columns. So o.order ID, o.customer name, o.order amount, and o discount amount from orders table, and then I alias that O. That's why we are using O right here in different places. Then I'm applying cross apply, and I'm using this function that we just created, dbufn apply discounter. and then I'm passing that order dot amount as an input to this function. So this amount, order dot amount, is going to be passed right here each time for each of the row, and then it is going to be multiplied with this value and then return the value. So let's go ahead and execute this and see what it will return us. We have order ID, then we have order name, and then we have order amount, and then the discount amount. So see right here, d dot discount. So this is coming from here. So that's from our function. So I'm sorry if I would have said o dot discount when I was reading the first time, but this is coming from our outer query. So this take the o dot order amount that comes from order dot orders table, and then this function is applied on that amount for each of the row, and then whenever the calculation is done, this is return d dot discounted amount. So you can see right there. So this is 1200, and then if 1200 multiply 0.090, then you are going to get this value. Okay, so once you create this table value function, you can use with the cross apply and calculate the output as I just showed you right here. Now there would be another type of the function that create inline table value functions, and in this case what we are doing, we are returning more columns. So here we are saying create function dbo fn get high values order, and then at the rate min amount, and this is going to be decimal 10,2 as well. So we will provide some minimum amount in this case, and then it's going to return us a table as, and then say returns, and then it's going to return us order ID, customer ID, order amount from or dbo.orders table, where order amount is greater than this value. So now think about that. If I will provide 100 here, it is going to return me all the records which are greater than or equal to 100. So let's execute this, and now our function is ready. Now instead of selecting the data from a table, we are using this select asterisk from function name. So you can use the table value functions like this as well. So you can select simply data from those functions, and here is the amount I'm providing, 1000. So if I execute this query, what's going to happen is going to return me all the records from dbo.orders where order amount is greater than or equal to 1000 in this case, and we can see that is 1200 and 1500. Now if I will go for let's say 200, what's going to happen is going to return me all the records where the values are more than or equal to 200, and you can see right there. So this is how you will be creating different functions in warehouse in the fabric. So if you would like to see where the functions are, you will be clicking on programmability, and then go to the functions here, and then go to the table value functions, and then you're gonna see those functions right there. Also, if you go to the fabric warehouse right there and close this and click on this warehouse here, and let's refresh the schema here, and then we can go to the dbo and then go to the functions here, and you will see those same functions here as well. So see right there, those are the same functions. In this it is just in the I'm connected to the SSMS, and that's the interface is a little different than the our web UI. Okay, so I will put this code in the description as well, and you can use and try this out. I thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.